Hi Libras, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamelin, Psychic Medium. Welcome to your May 2026 Singles Love Prediction. Today I'm going to ask our spirit guides for what is coming next in love, what is going on around you. There will be no past, no exes in this reading. I have some charms and I have some initials, lots of clues. Please use this reading to help you to manifest a love that you are worthy and deserving of. Spirit, I call upon you for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, my Libra. What is it that you have for them? What is it that you want them to know? What is coming towards them? Next love, new love, any energy that you want to confirm? I am listening for you now. I have a letter, communication. Okay, so there's a little bit of a person on your mind. Okay, doesn't mean it could be somebody new. Okay, it was a sense of person on your mind reaches out. All right, and get ready to start something new. Okay, so that feels that if there's somebody that you're thinking of, will I hear from that person? Will they actually call? Do they want to see me? I have a mountain overcoming some kind of obstacle. Boy, is there going to be an obstacle? There's always some kind of obstacle. I mean, I think that when two worlds, especially adult worlds, come together, there's no like perfectness, but it's two people working together to make it work. It's two people coming together and saying, that's not that big of an obstacle. We can overcome it. It's just in the big picture of life, it's nothing. And I have a wine glass, a celebration. So I feel like I'm going to say that that's something that maybe we both enjoy. We could both enjoy a nice cocktail. We could both enjoy a nice glass of wine. But it felt like getting to know you, and it felt like a date. I'm going to say date night. Okay, something like that. And it's, what do you like to drink? Can I buy you a drink? Something simple, just a simple way to start. But I do feel like this person is asking you out for a drink. I think this person's, like a first date, a very easy first date. Let's just go out and have drinks and, and an appetizer or something like that. You want to meet me for a drink? I have the moon. I have a Six of Pentacles. I have a Queen of Swords, and I have a Knight of Swords. It came into me as I like how you think. So are you very clever? Are you somebody that thinks fast on their feet or is very knowledgeable about a lot of different things? I really feel that this Queen and this Knight hit it off on an intellectual basis. Of course, you're attracted to them, otherwise you wouldn't accept a date. But I think once you get talking to this person, you realize that either you have a lot more in common than you thought you did, or that there's a sense of the same intellectual level, right? That you're both very bright, Spirit saying. You both are knowledgeable about a lot of different areas of life. You both bring a lot of knowledge to the table. And you're both really interesting to talk to. So I feel like the synergy is amazing, that you guys really, we hit it off. And if somebody were to say, how did the first date go? You would say it was amazing. You would say that we talked for hours. We talked about a lot of different things. The conversation never really ended. It just kept going kind of effortlessly. And I would think that that's something that's really important to you. So I'm going to say this intellectual energy is really pretty spot on. Like, you could be shocked that you just met your match, and you're excited about that. I have a Queen of Pentacles. I have a Page of Wands. I have a Nine of Cups. And I have a Ten of Swords. You know, it's interesting because it came into me as maybe years ago, you would have been looking for something different. You would have been looking for somebody that I really want, you know, somebody who's super hot that I'm really attracted to. But as you've gotten a little bit older, you're looking for somebody that I can talk to. You're looking for somebody because you can take care of yourself, is how I felt. That you're looking for somebody that over time, yeah, they're attractive to me, but emotionally over time, it gets better and better. Okay. So there's definitely a difference between what you would have chosen years ago and the type of person you choose today. Okay. So keep that in mind. This person hooks you. All right. This person hooks you with a conversation. They hook you with, they're interested in you. They hook you with, you know, they listen, something like that. So you are attracted to them for that reason. I just really enjoyed talking to this person. I really felt like we connected. I really felt like there was eye contact and body language and just everything. I have good night text. Now that came into me as after the first date, they go home and they thank you and send you text messages that they had a great time. Like they can't get you off their mind. Okay. So there's a sense of, I just dropped you off, or I just left you, or we parted ways. And when they got home, they wanted to let you know they had a great time. They didn't want the conversation to end. So I don't want the night to end. You know, it's that I can't get you out of my mind energy. Okay. How am I going to sleep tonight? So did you make a good first impression? I'm going to say yes. And then it's a feeling of, when can I see you? When can I see you again? Okay. So there's definitely, I met you. I'm talking to you still late at night. We really both have to go to bed now. And then like the next day it picks right back up again. Can I see you again today? You know, is that too soon? So there's this really fun chase happening. Any reason to celebrate. Give me an excuse. Give me an excuse to be with you. Okay. You know, give me, what are you doing today? I'm doing laundry. Great. You know, let's do it together. You know, so any reason to celebrate. Send me a photo. What are you doing right now? Who are you with? Where are you? What are you wearing? What do you look like? You know, so just a lot of communication, a lot of flirting, a lot of back and forth, just getting to know each other. I want to take you away for the weekend. I want to be alone with you. I want to be in a hot tub with floating flowers and lavender, you know, just lavender candles burning. Yeah, I mean, this is a hopeless romantic. And I feel like this person is not going to drop the ball. I really do. I feel if you don't fall in love with this person, I'd be shocked, because there's this beautiful energy of, I want you, but it's not like creepy and like seductive and sleazy. It's charming and fun and enjoyable and pleasant, and it just feels like somebody isn't pawing at me, you know? So let's get some initials, first initials, last initials. So this person's energy is very playful. I'm going to say it that way. I feel like you were not expecting a good night text from them. You were not expecting a thank you for our date. So they do things that other people have never done, and that's probably what's setting them apart. The letter E. I have an F. I have a Y. I have a D. I have a Q. I have an L. An E. Another Q. The letter M. V. P. C. E. And I have an X. Okay, so those are a handful of first initials, last initials. Maybe we spelled a name. And then I have the double letter. So let's do some of these. So these are first letter, second letter of a first name or a last name. So if you are seeing somebody and you want a confirmation, is this the person that I'm going to end up with? Are we going to have a bubble bath? Are we going to end up in a romantic getaway for two? Yeah, let's see. I hope so. I have a BE. I have a DOKA. I have a TIKI. MAGA. JU, let's get a couple more. EV and a CR today. Okay. Spirit, what sign could they be? What sign are they? Let's get a couple of these. I have a Leo. I have a Virgo. Aries. Taurus and a Sagittarius. And I know our charms have some more. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. What is it that you want me to know about my person? Definitely going above and beyond. They're going to be doing things that you've heard other people do, but nobody's ever done it for you. So it could be nobody ever turned around the next day and said thank you, like I said, or called you that night and made sure that you got home okay, you know. Immediately asked you out again, sent you flowers, Spirit saying, can't wait to see you again. So it just feels like the person who's really kind of going all out, but I'm not feeling a love bomby too much. I actually am enjoying it. I feel like it could be beautiful. Comes from overseas. They could have traveled. They could have done some traveling, or their family could be from overseas. I have your paths will cross in their birthday month. Okay, that's a good clue. Has moved closer to you recently. They've moved to the area recently. Has hazel eyes. That's a good one. Brown eyes, hazel eyes. So brown eyes with a little bit of green, maybe. Has dark skin. Your paths will cross after you make a final decision. So after you've made some kind of change, you're going to find this person. Sings in the shower. That's a good one. And their birth year is an even number. And has no tattoos. Okay, that's a good clue. I do have at the bottom of my deck, I have lighter skin. So we could have just some racial differences here. I have enjoys cooking. And let's get one more. Makes something valuable with their hands. Ooh, that's a good one. Okay, so what is it? They could be building homes. You know, what's valuable? Makes something, makes jewelry. Maybe somebody makes jewelry, works as a jeweler. That would be something also. Spirit, what else do you want us to know about this connection? Where is it headed? Anything that you need me to know? What do you have? I have unlocking new insights. I see things differently. I'm going to go back to that feeling I had a moment ago where the person coming into your life today is totally different than what you would have picked years ago. So you're looking at it from a different perspective of what's best for you. What do you really need today at this time in your life? You need somebody to talk to. You need somebody that you enjoy being with. You enjoy doing the same thing. So you are at a different stage in your life. So your needs are different. Saying goodbye. Okay, that felt like I just lost a loved one. I felt like I'm sharing with you that I've had a loss recently from somebody that was very close, and I'm still grieving. And the other person, of course, is sorry for that loss and knows that it's a difficult time for you, but you're doing the best that you can. So you do share that with them. That, you know, is a substantial loss. So that's card. I have spilling the tea. I enjoy talking to this person. There's a sense of I'm not afraid to be vulnerable on a personal level. I'm not afraid to be vulnerable on topics that I wouldn't normally talk to people about. I wouldn't normally have conversations about money with somebody. I wouldn't normally have conversations about religion or my belief system. I wouldn't normally talk about politics with somebody. That's usually taboo. But for some reason, we're on the same page and we enjoy talking about a lot of different things, including maybe topics that aren't topics that you typically talk to with somebody that you're just getting to know because you don't know how they think or what their belief system is. So, but you're going to get to know this person very quickly. Let's get some charms. Let's see what our charms are saying. Okay, so I have a fish. And it did feel like there's a lot of fish in the sea. And I do feel like I'm not afraid to date different people. I do believe that there's somebody for everybody, but I also know that there's a lot of fish in the sea. But there's always going to be that one that stands out, you know, like this striped one I really like. I really like the red stripes. I really like the smile on this fish's face, you know, so it's just a feeling of, yeah, there's a lot of people out there, but all I need is one. I have the letter D. I have an Aries. I have an octopus. You know, the feeling I had earlier where I feel like this person is totally into you, but they don't have their hands all over you. They're not like groping you, you know? So they're not just trying to get you into bed. They're not just, I don't know. They're being polite, I guess, you know, and respectful. But there's a sense of I'm enjoying that part. I'm enjoying the fact that somebody isn't just trying to get me into bed, okay? That they're actually enjoying you for you. So I think that that's important to know. But they are totally into you. I definitely, I think that's the message. I feel like this person is totally into you. And I think that you're going to know it, you know, just based on all their actions. I have this beautiful sunny smile. The sun is shining. I have a beautiful flower. So it feels more like the flowers are blooming. The sun is shining. I'm going to say springtime. I'm going to say that this is all happening in the spring. I have headsets, but I'm going to go with earbuds, that I always have earbuds on. So this person could be a big music listener. I listen to music when I work. I always have my earbuds on. So there's a sense of that's their thing. So they probably listen to music all the time. That could be a good clue. I have flowers. I feel like this person sends flowers. This person is the type of person that calls the flower company and the florist and has flowers delivered. They either have flowers delivered to your home or they have flowers delivered to work. And everybody's like, oh my God, you know, like you had flowers delivered. So I do feel like that is something that they like to do. And then I do have a diamond ring. So I wouldn't be surprised if in the future, this person is thinking, you're somebody I could see myself with. You're somebody I can't get out of my mind. I don't remember. Yeah, there's a lot of fish in the sea. There's a lot of people out there. But you're the first person in a very long time that I've been that interested in, or you can hold my attention, or we have a lot in common, whatever is capturing them. So, you know, they feel good when they're with you, Spirit just said. So just remember, you fall in love with somebody because of how you feel when you're with that person. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. If this isn't in your life at the end, we're going to put this out into the universe. We'll manifest this kind of love. We will ask Spirit to guide you these kinds of feelings, and we'll trust divine timing. I have an Ace of Pentacles. I have a Prince of Pentacles. I have a fairy godmother. Okay, that is my Empress. Beautiful. Fairy godmother. And I have a star. Look at that beautiful star. Right now, I feel like this person is doing really well in their career. They either just got a promotion, they're building a business, they just got a job offer, something like that. There's almost a sense of they're in the best place that they've ever been in, and then you come into their life, and it's kind of like I can't, sometimes you're struggling in your lifetime, and then other times you have everything and everything kind of falls into place, and you look around and go, pinch me, is this real? Yeah, it's very real, but some of us are so used to struggling or waiting for the ball to the thing to drop or the rug to be pulled out from under us that we have a hard time believing that success or happiness can come to us in multiple areas of our life at the same time. It doesn't have to be just, I'm only doing well in one area. You could be doing well in all areas of your life at one time, So I feel like that's what's happening to this person, and hopefully to you, that you feel the same way. Like, my other areas of my life are going really, really well. The only thing I'm missing is a partner. I wish that I had a partner, and I feel like this fairy godmother has a magic wand. I love magic wands, and I almost feel like she's saying, I'm going to wave my magic wand, and I'm going to turn these pumpkins into a carriage for, to take you to the ball. So there's a part of me that says inside of you, the Empress inside of you is constantly just waving your magic wand and making magic happen all around you. And somebody's picking up on that. So here you go with this, somebody finding that magic at a time in their life when they're doing really well. So, can we have it all? Yes, we can. I think we all get difficult years, and I think we all get really, really good years. And I think everybody gets a turn at both. I really do. So if you've gone through difficult years, then it's your turn to wave that magic wand. How's that? Spirit, please share with me. I have a heart's desire. Follow your heart's desire in matters of love. Your intuition knows the way, leading you to the relationships and experiences that are meant for your highest good. I love the key. I love this kind of gem energy. I love the fact that your intuition will guide you. Your intuition will say, I've never been treated this good before. I've never had anybody be this into me before. I've never jumped when my phone rang because a call was coming in for my person, and I was just so excited. So little things are going to start to happen, and you'll start to realize that you're probably falling in love with this person. I have love's trust. Trust in the strength and the resilience of your love. This trust creates a solid foundation for your relationship, allowing you to weather any storm and to grow stronger over time. So I trust you. I trust that it's only going to get better. I trust that we have a long ways to go, and we can do whatever we want with this relationship, and we can make it as much as we want it to be. And then a union of hearts, two hearts coming together as one in perfect unity. This union creates a powerful and loving connection that brings out the best in both of you. So I'm a better person because of you, and they feel the same way. It's we make a great team, don't we? Like, life is a journey, and this very much feeling of take my hand and we'll do this together. So I feel like you are ready to meet the love of your life. When is this happening, Spirit? When? I want the answer. When? Let's see. By the end of the month of May, we're in our May reading. How exciting would that be? The number 53. Look at all those flowers blooming. I have August. Okay, that's not that far away. Could be a birthday month for somebody as well, possibly a Leo. I have a number 56, going too fast. Slow down and take your time. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the journey. And I have it's in the future. So the number 39. So when is this coming? Bottom of the deck, I have November. And by the end of the day, I'll take that. 46 and 25. But, you know, it's of course divine timing. It is, of course, when it's meant to be. But what I loved about this reading, Libra, is yes, it's real. But that intellectual connection that I felt earlier, that we just hit it off from the first date on, is really what's going to happen. We just connect intellectually, conversations. We both have a lot to say to each other. We never run out of things to say. And I really feel like that's the glue that's going to hold this connection together. So look for that. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Put these messages out into the universe with me now and ask Spirit to bring them to you. Claim it, own it. It is yours. If anyone would like to book a private reading with me, please visit my website, kathymamlin.psychicmedium.com. Also, if you would like to check out my website, I've uploaded recently some new half-hour readings and a mini reading, which is a recorded reading that you could take a look at if you're interested in a personal reading. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and we'll see you all again real soon.